up a cup of tea. Put on your headphones if you've got a burning question. We might have an answer, it's the VSPA podcast.
Hello everyone and welcome to the last VSPA Meet the Board podcast. In these podcasts I interview this year's board members by diving into their past, present and future and challenging them with difficult dilemmas. My name is Tim and I'm this year's Study Committee Affairs Officer, and today I'll be interviewing our Head of Sales and Acquisition, Elin.
Hi.
Elin is 20 years old, is the board member with the longest hair, and according to urban legend, she can carry 16 eggs using just her hands.
Yeah, you always use that one. You never
Because
seem to let it go.
I love it. It's an interesting fact.
Yeah, I actually think that most people can do it, but no one actually tries to do it. But yeah.
How did you find out about this hidden talent?
Yeah, I know that Sia, the singer, she could do it in like a YouTube video or something. And yeah, she can bend her fingers really far. And I know that I can bend my fingers really far. So when we had 8 eggs at the house, I was like, okay, now it's my moment to try. So I did, and
Nice.
I could do it.
Were you surprised how easy it was?
Yeah?
Yeah, you didn't
It was doable.
drop any eggs?
No,
No?
I was very careful. I didn't just walk around with 16 eggs. I was just like very careful above the table. So
Well, I'm still dying to see it one day.
Yeah.
So and 16, not 8.
okay, yeah.
Maybe
You-
I'll help you and put the other 8
At the
on your
talent,
other hand.
the talent,
At the
evening.
talent show, yeah.
Yeah. Since we're not allowed to sing at this point, and you wouldn't want to hear me sing, but
I think 16 eggs is a corona-proof talent.
yeah. Okay, let's do it.
Okay, deal. So I know you have another hidden talent.
I do.
Yeah, you do. Which is spotting bats using a special sound device.
Oh, you're right. I do.
So I was wondering if you can maybe tell us a bit more about that.
Okay, so my dad is a biologist, and if you want to break down a building or something, you always have to check if there's not any species that are endangered, which in Dutch are like, I'm not sure what the English word for huismus is.
Oh, I have no idea.
It's a difficult
a
one,
certain
but
type of bat,
yeah,
right?
it's a bird.
Oh, huismus. Oh, I don't
Well,
know.
a small bird, but it's actually an endangered species in the Netherlands. And so are bats as well. So whenever you want to break down a house or build another house next to it, you always have to check if there's any bats. And if there are, you have to take like certain measures to make sure they can still live there. So someone has to check whether there are bats. And that's what I do with my dad. Well, like my dad does that and I help him. But yeah, it's
quite difficult to hear and spot them. Right?
well, you
it's
can't.
not something
you
that,
can't
that
hear,
I would be able to do.
No, you can't really hear a bat. So
Yeah.
you need a bat detector. Well, it's not really a bat detector, but we call it that. What's it? It's like an ultrasound detector, so you can hear the different bats, and all kind of bats make a different sound. So with the bat detector, you can hear which kind of bat it is. And yeah, you can spot them, but it's mostly like in the evening, so that's quite hard when it gets darker.
What's the most interesting place you've been to spot bats?
Yeah, we always come at really weird places. The most weird place.
Have you been to any old castles or?
Yeah, it's kind of a myth that bats are always at old places, but okay, no, I don't really have a good story about a special place. But it's always like weird places in the middle of nowhere where you're just standing,
And
like
you
a
just-
farm or something.
You sit there the whole evening.
Yeah, like a few hours.
Must
Yeah.
be quite scary, maybe. No.
No, there's usually no one
I can
there.
imagine.
So
Yeah, but isn't that what makes it scary? That you're just there by yourself looking for bats
yeah,
in the
well,
dark.
my dad keeps me, like he checks on me.
Your dad keeps you company.
And we actually have like a walkie-talkie,
Ah.
so we can chat. So
Sounds pretty professional.
Yeah, well,
Because your dad is a biologist, right?
yeah,
So he is always been telling you about biological facts,
Yeah.
about animals.
yeah.
Were you also the kid that was always playing with worms?
No.
No?
Oh, snakes.
Snakes?
Snails.
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 Ah.
No, I have a fear of snakes, but
Mm.
snails, I think I did that for a while. But no, yeah, my dad always tells me quite a lot of facts about plants and all kinds of animals, but my mom and I always forget those, like, the moment it's over.
Ah, poor dad.
Yeah, a little.
Alright, so we're going to start off with a question that I ask all the board members, which is, how would you describe our board in 3 words?
Oh, hard question. I would want to say gezellig.
Ah, nice. I haven't heard that one yet.
Okay, nice.
Typical Dutch word.
Yeah, so it's really like a combination of a lot of English words.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking just save myself a lot of words if I just use gezellig. I want to say something about the fact that we can have discussions really well, and like in that way come up with better solutions. But I'm not sure how to say that in a word. But I think that's really nice about our board.
You mean creative or?
I think we're creative as well. That's a good one. And maybe we can also have discussions really well and then still be good friends. So we can have like heavy discussions, and then the moment the meeting ends, we're like, okay, that was it. Like it's all about a specific topic, and you won't really ask someone like it's not someone specific that you have a discussion with. It's you add to the discussion without getting annoyed at someone. So it's a really good ambience.
So, wait.
Yeah.
3 words are gezellig.
Gezellig, creative.
and
I also really like that we call it breinvlodders,
ah,
where it's just you can say something and someone's not supposed to like back it off.
I was gonna say a brain fart, but that's something else.
Yeah, it's a little different. I'm not sure if there's an English translation, but that's also something that makes us more creative. And we have it's just really nice. Like, you can be yourself. That's really nice.
Good.
Not really 3 words, but
a good answer
Okay.
nonetheless.
nice.
And you talked about discussions.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you're a big fan of discussions. And you were
Here
also
we go again.
in the debate club
Oh, classic team.
at high school. So when did you find out about your passion for debating?
I guess it was in high school when we had to do debates for Netherlands, so like the language. And I think I just enjoyed that a lot. And I also love going in discussions with friends. And then some friends are like, yeah, I just don't care. Like halfway to the discussion, they're like, why are we having such a discussion about this? And I always enjoy it.
Do you like the discussion or do you like winning the discussion?
I like both, but like debating is really different from discussions.
Yeah, that's true.
That's more about winning and actually just whatever you stand for, just winning. And discussions are more about like actually the point, where debating is more like winning whatever the point is. You can debate about really weird things because it's more about the sport of debating and giving good arguments than actually the topic.
So in a few of the past podcasts, I talked about love with the board members, about 36 questions that lead to love. I don't know if have you ever heard of those questions?
I wrote my pathetic thesis about that.
Oh, nice. And do they work?
I haven't tried it.
Okay, well, we're gonna try them now because.
But that will mean
no,
we will fall in love. Or?
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
I think it worked because I tried it on Jikke and Levi, and ever since those podcasts,
They're now
they
in
sort
love
of have
with
a
you.
different look in their eyes when they talk to me. So maybe it's gonna work. I don't know. We'll see.
But are we also gonna do the thing where we stare in each other's eyes for like 4 minutes at the end?
We can do that after the podcast. But I think it's gonna be quite boring if we just look at each other for 4 minutes. Okay. We are going to go to the first question of 36 questions that lead to love.
Or wait, are now all people that are gonna listen to this gonna fall in love with me? That would be great.
Maybe. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of people. We're gonna have a lot of fans after this.
Okay, I hope so.
What does friendship mean to you?
Oh, you're starting off with a really difficult one. Friends mean a lot to me. I'm not sure if I'm gonna talk about friendship or just friends, but what does friendship mean to me? I think it's really that you can trust each other, and you just know, like, my good friends are the friends that I know I can like build on, and like they won't leave me, and when something goes wrong I know that they will be there for me. But it's also the friends that I can laugh with a lot and have a lot of fun with. So like, I think a friend of mine once said like, or maybe I read this somewhere, but you have different kind of things. Like you have friends you can go out with really well, and your friends you can talk with really well, and your friends you study with, and it's like you can see it as like a little lock. And some friends just have a lot of keys, so they can open like all these little locks of like studying and partying and having fun and dining together. So the best friends you have a lot of keys to all of those locks.
I don't think I have all the keys yet.
No, do your best, Tim.
I'll keep trying. Then we're gonna go to the next question. When did you last cry in front of another person?
Last week I cried. No, it wasn't really like full on crying. It was like a little bit crying when I failed my driving test. For a bullshit reason, may I add.
Yeah,
but
I heard it, and I agree. It was a bullshit reason.
Yeah, so I failed it solely because I depend too much on
traffic lights.
Like when you pass a traffic light, you're supposed to still look left and right and see if there's a car driving to a red light, and I didn't do that, and that's the only point why I failed it. So it was quite unfair, because he was actually like, oh, you were driving so well, and you really had the car under control, and you looked really well, and okay, yeah.
Did you hear that there was going to be a but somewhere in the story? So you were doing so well, but...
No, he just started off with, I have really bad news for you.
Oh, okay. So he...
Yeah.
Okay, so he let you know.
Yeah, he did, but like, he said, oh, you failed because of this, but like, further, you were doing so great. And I was like, yeah, okay, but then
thanks.
Pass me, yeah. Oh well.
Next time you're going to get it.
Yeah,
it took me 2 times as well.
Okay.
All right. Then we're going to go to a question about memory. An interesting psychological topic. What is your most treasured memory?
Oh, geez. I knew when I read those questions that I was like, I wouldn't have a clue what to answer to them, and now you're asking me.
You didn't think about the answers
one.
while you were reading them?
No, I didn't. I have fun memories with my grandparents, who would also always come to babysit on Thursdays, or like, and then stay for the weekend. And when I was small, they did all of the fun things with me.
The classic grandparent things.
Yeah, like they did everything for me. I was like the only little child in the family, so I was
you were the special one.
The princess of
chosen
the family.
One.
Yeah, so like, yeah, I have a lot of good memories about that. But I also think a lot of those memories are told, and I don't actually remember those. But
that's interesting.
They're really fun memories to hear. So
this reminds me of something, because someone once told me that all of your memories, they're like memories from the last time you had that memory.
Yeah.
Because every time it comes back, it sort of
changes
a bit.
I learned about that.
It's never really the exact thing that you experienced.
No, yeah, I heard about it. That's also the issue with the American law system and having victims or like people come up and talk. Because they don't always remember the thing. It's just like when they were interrogated like in a bit of a wrong way, they will change their own memory, and therefore
they fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
Mm.
You will learn
Thanks.
about that soon.
Maybe.
I think. Your next year.
Not this year. I don't want to learn anything about psychology this year.
No, we're just taking a break.
Okay, I think we have time for one more question about love, and then we're gonna have to go to the next segment.
Okay.
Oh, this is hard. Which one am I gonna choose?
Well prepared host, are you, Tim?
Yeah, I know. I can't find the question. I'm looking for one that I already asked Levi, and I liked it.
So now I have to compete with Levi with my answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, here it is.
Okay.
Is there something that you've dreamed of doing for a long time? And if so, why haven't you done it yet?
No.
No?
No.
You've done everything you've ever dreamed of?
This is gonna sound weird, but I don't dream about things so much. Like, I don't have a feeling like, oh, I want to do this so bad, or I want to jump out of a plane, or go skydiving, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have dreams like that, and I also don't really have specific dreams about my future, or like my future career, or having children or something. So, no.
But you mean it just happens when you do it, and you didn't really think about it beforehand? I really want to do this?
It's not so much that I would call it a dream. Maybe I could say, like, I would want to have kids later, but it's not so much a dream. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
So it's more of like a rational thought than it's like a dream, like, oh, I want to be a singer, or I want to be famous, or I want to become...
But being a board member was one of your, not dreams, but one of the things you wanted to do, right?
Yeah, it was, and I did.
And it's something you knew for a while before you applied, or not? No?
No.
It just happened?
I've kind of been unsure if I wanted to do the whole application. Same like you.
Yeah, I was unsure as well. But then slowly I started realizing that I would enjoy it.
Same.
And so far I'm enjoying it.
Same as well.
Good.
Yeah. So, it's not really a dream. I'm just doing it as I go.
Okay, well, thank you for answering these questions.
Yes, nice.
Do you think they worked a bit, maybe?
Well, maybe
we still have to do the 4 minutes there, so
okay.
I think that's the most important part.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think you also quickly realize with those questions if you're not in love with someone. Because if someone just answers like all the wrong things, like, oh, we're not that much of a fit.
And I didn't answer any of the questions,
No.
so you still don't know anything about me.
Exactly. You can only be in love with me now. So that's the thing.
It's going to be a very one-sided
and
relationship.
And everyone that's listening this can also be in love with me. But please tell me if you are. Love to hear.
Okay, then we're going to go to the next segment. We're going to go to Dilemma Time.
Yay.
So I'm going to fire 3 dilemmas at you.
Okay, I'm ready.
And I want you to answer as quickly as you can and shortly explain your answers to us.
Oh, but I have to think them through. Like,
yeah,
I have like to weigh
you have to be quick.
Okay.
You can think them through, but you have to take us through your thought process.
A dilemma is a situation in which you have to make a decision, and it's very hard to make that decision. Dilemma time.
Alright, so the first one, I think it's a good one for your function, your sales and acquisition function. Whenever your boss enters the room, you have to hide underneath the desk, or whenever you pick up a phone call, you have to start by burping.
Okay, well, I would choose the desk one, so I would hide under the desk, because if I'm thinking it through, like, who's my boss at this point? That's Merel, technically, sort of.
What about at the
really,
Blauwe Theehuis?
Yeah, at the Blauwe Theehuis where I work, I think my bosses would really love it when I would hide on a table. Like, they're all very chill and really nice. So I don't think they would have minded. And due to my position, I do take a lot of phone calls. And answering them with burping would have been a really bad start. I think maybe like, I have a specific someone in mind that would enjoy it, but he's really weird. So.
Well, maybe you can try it sometime.
But most people, I think, would be really freaked out.
Yeah, I think
my goal is to make things as good as for the VSPA as possible and get the most money in. So maybe answering my phone professional would be very nice.
I think burping isn't the best tactic to get good deals.
No, not sure either, but never tried it, so...
Well, maybe try it someday.
Okay.
Let us know what happened.
Yeah, I will.
Alright, then we're gonna go to the next dilemma. Whenever you sneeze, you're teleported to a random place in the Netherlands.
Oh.
Or you always have to carry a parachute behind you wherever you go.
Okay. Oh. I think I would go for the parachute, because I sneeze a lot. Like, I tend to sneeze a lot, and I always... Like, when I sneeze, I don't sneeze once. I usually sneeze somewhere between 5 and 7 times. So then that would mean that I would be teleported to 7 different locations within like a minute, which I think would be really unfortunate. But then again, carrying a parachute is really... Yeah. Like I said, I don't have a dream of jumping out of a plane anytime soon, so it's not like it would come in handy. And the Netherlands are as flat as anything, so it's not like I would accidentally walk off a cliff or something like that. But
it
yeah,
wouldn't
maybe
be very practical.
No,
but it's a nice accessory, maybe. That's your signature thing.
Maybe like, oh, the girl.
Oh, that's the girl.
Instead
with
of like the girl
parachute.
with the long hair, it's gonna be the girl with the parachute. Yeah.
Nice. The girl with the parachute. It sounds
like
like
a book title.
A book title, yeah. All right. Nice. You're doing great.
Yes.
Then we're going to go to the next dilemma. This is also a good one for you, because it's about driving. Whenever you drive on a... Oh, shit. I don't know the English word. Oh, on a roundabout.
Yeah.
You have to do 25 circles on the roundabout.
That's a lot.
Or every time you use your bank card, you have to shout your PIN code and the amount of money on your bank account.
Well, that's a good thing that the amount of money on my bank account isn't that high, so it wouldn't be like, oh, steal her money. But I was thinking, like, would you still pass your driving test when you drive 25 rounds? Because, like, normally, yeah, that's unfortunate that you have to drive that many rounds, but I don't think I could ever pass my driving test that way.
Maybe that's a very good tactic, because then you can just drive the full 45 minutes. I don't know how long it is.
In rounds.
In a roundabout, yeah.
Yeah, like they can't really force you to do a specific route, so you can just ignore whatever they say. Like if they say go left, you're not. You don't actually have to do it. You can also just go straight on and just ignore what they say.
Yeah.
They can't fail you on that. So. But yeah, I still don't think you can pass driving that many rounds.
No,
so
you're not gonna try it.
Then maybe just shouting my bank details isn't a good plan either, because I'm not that big of a girl. Like it's not like, oh, you can take me. Like you could easily carry me away. I'm small and not that strong, so.
Yeah, you're gonna have to choose. Which one is it gonna be, Elin?
Yeah, then I'm just gonna go for the bank account, I guess. I think maybe a lot of people just think I'm really weird, or like mentally.
I think
not
most people
at the right
won't
place.
believe you.
Exactly. So I'm going for that because I kind of want to get my driving test. It's quite expensive to just keep trying.
All right. Well, that's it for dilemma time.
Nice.
And that means we have come to the end of this VSPA Meet the Board podcast.
Oh, that was so soon.
The last Meet the Board podcast. But there are going to be more podcasts.
Yeah,
luckily.
We're thinking of new ideas for... Yeah. Like, there's going to be a committee for the podcast. And we're thinking also of, like, more cool ideas for the board to do. Because the board's actually really enthusiastic about these podcasts.
Yep. So if you have any suggestions, let us know. Send me an email to tim@vspa.nl. And maybe we'll hear your idea in the next podcast.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So thank you all very much for listening to this series. And hopefully see you next time.
Subscribe to the VSPA...
the YouTube account, the Spotify account.
Yes, please.
Subscribe to everything.
Can you give a like to podcasts?
I'm not sure.
Me neither. I don't
comment,
think you
subscribe,
can.
like.
You can't really comment either, so...
No.
But let me know if you enjoyed. I'd like to hear.
Alright, thank you, Elin.
Bye.